Let's go live to Kyiv and more on the situation which the defense ministers are discussing. That's the war in Ukraine. Our senior defense writer, Murray Brewster, live on the story for us today. Murray, on the ground, Russia is claiming more gains around Bakhmut in the Donbass region. What is the latest on the fighting there?
Well, Heather, that's correct. The Ukrainian General Staff is saying that the majority of the gains that are taking place in the area around Bakhmut are the responsibility of Russia's paramilitary group, the Wagner Group. But they have been repelling, according to the Ukrainians, most of the attacks in the region and essentially holding the line. Almost every defense organization and observer and even NATO agree that Russia's long-anticipated offensive is underway. But the British Defense Ministry said today that Russia is moving in several directions and trying to make general advances along the front. And the British Defense Ministry doesn't believe that Russia has the combat power to be able to carry that offensive forward. That's a view that's been shared by the Ukrainian General Staff as well. One other note, the Ukrainian General Staff says that in order to encourage Russian troops to take part in offensive operations, they're offering cash bonuses. Now, that's not something we can necessarily verify, but that's what they're saying this morning.
So as we watch Bakhmut nearly surrounded, you're also getting, I understand, Murray, a bit of a sense of the scope of the damage for Ukrainians on a personal level. What have you learned about that?
Yes, the Ukrainian government today released some figures that were very interesting. There have been 325,000 claims from homeowners across the country for damage that has been inflicted since the full-on invasion on February 24th. Now, that amounts to about $465 million US. It is money that the Ukrainian government says that it has. Mostly it's coming from a fund that was created post full-on invasion, which uses the assets of seized Russian businesses, and in this case, a Russian bank that was liquidated shortly after the invasion, and that money is now going to be used for compensation for homeowners. But it gives us a sense, beyond the infrastructure damage, beyond the power station damage, of the personal losses that Ukrainians are suffering during this war.
Thank you so much, Murray. Murray Brewster with us live in Kyiv this morning.
You're welcome.